Hello everybody, this is Miss Trish. I'm back here again to explain more to you about using Diigo for ITGS. And in the first video tutorial, I showed you how to create a Diigo account and explained how you can use social bookmarking to be successful in ITGS. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the ITGS tagging system and how to collaborate using groups in Diigo. It's really important that you get familiar with this resource early on. So here we are at the home page and I'm already logged in and I'm just going to go to my library. So you'll notice that when you log in, you'll end up here at your library and you will see all of the articles in a list form that you have already bookmarked. You'll see when, over here you'll see when you bookmarked them, and if you click on one of these it will show you all the different things that you can do as you work with these links and as things change for you over time. You'll see the title here, you'll see the source of the article over here, the website, and you'll see any tags that you have already given to that article, and you'll see here groups in which that article has been shared. So you get a pretty good idea of the basics of this article from this little dashboard view. Over here you'll see that you will have a list of tags, and I'm starting to build up my own ITGS tags, and for that we are using your handy dandy ITGS tagging system. This is located, there is a file on the subject guide that I've created for you already. I'll talk a little bit about this in a second, but let's go back here, and I would like to show you actually how you might start out, go from start to finish. You found an article, and because you know that trends in technology are going to be a big part of what you have to understand and know about and be able to write about and discuss, you are doing what Mr. Tim and I recommend, and you're reading articles on a regular basis. Maybe you've set up an RSS feed and you now need a way to keep these organized and be able to access them. So you found this article. This one comes from PC World. And this is from 2017. You'll notice the date here, December 27th, 2017. And this article covers hacks, breaches, and security threats of 2017. And so you'll be looking for 2018 and you'll see an article already there about 2018. This, again, I love these articles that give you links to explore these differently. You'll also notice that you'll see your vocabulary terms, your key terms pop up here. And it's really good for you to have examples for every single one of these. So this is a great way to think about applying those and to come up with good examples for your flashcards. So we want to keep this article, so we've already installed the Diigo extension because we followed the Powtoon very carefully. So when you click on the extension, note all the things that you can do here. You can save the bookmark, you can read and annotate, you can annotate the screenshot. We're not going to cover outliners here, but you can also share here. And right now we just want to save the bookmark. And this is about security, right? So if we go back, and because this is not something you might come up with on your own. This tagging system is very, very specific, and it is a global tool. Think of it as a global tool. It is used by teachers and students of IB, ITGS throughout the world, and that's going to have some advantages for you. And this provides a systematized way for you to organize and to share this information. So it's really important. So we are definitely going to label this 1.2 _ security. And so when we get back here, we save and if you notice, because I have already tagged one with this, it gives me a recommended set of tags down here. As you build your resources, this is going to be really handy because you don't have to write that down every time. So we've already added our 2 tags here. And also directly from this interactive box, we can share to the group. So I've already created your ITGS course cohort group, and we're going to share that with them right now, and then we're going to save this. So when we go back to our Diigo library and we refresh the page, what you're going to see is that now we have this new article in addition to our old article. They've both been shared in the ITGS group. Some of these have not. And you'll notice here that you're starting to get some suggestions, okay? You may or may not want, this is ads. You will also get suggestions, but to remove the ads, you have to upgrade. So let's just take a look here at the ITGS group. So we have everything that's been shared to this group. All of the resources will end up showing up here. And you can, as a group member, you can comment on these. So all you have to do here is to click comment. And this is a lot like social media, right? Like Facebook, you can post a comment here or a question here, and you can start a conversation that way. You can also, if you'd like, you'll notice here I posted a question as a topic. You might find that your teacher wants to create an online discussion forum, and you can do that here. Just create a title. Anyone in the group can do this, and it doesn't have to be necessarily related to any particular resource, right? Title, think about everything that you do with social bookmarking pretty strategically. You want to make the title reflective of what your comment's going to be. If you're going to ask a question, write the topic here and the question here, and then everybody else in the group can participate in that conversation. And sometimes you might find that Mr. Tim sets up an online discussion to get a quick assessment from you guys. So you also can search within this group, and you won't be able to invite people into this group. I think only Mr. Tim will be able to do that in your group. So click over there to go right. Well, let's go back to the library. And what you'll see is that we are quickly building up a terrific set of resources. So I would like to talk just a little bit more about the tags, because in addition to these tags, which you are required to use, right? And these are going to provide the structure that keeps your bookmarks from diving into chaos. Because if you want to find something about security, when you're already, moving on and you're covering data, the environmental implications, right, in strand 2, you want to go back and try to find something that you read about in the security unit. So you can then go back here and you can search. And you can search a number of different ways. You can search by a domain if you're looking for something from BBC, or if you're looking for something from Wired, or something with these words. But the biggest advantage of the ITGS tagging system is that this gives you a way to search by your particular course topics. In addition to that, it's nice for you to think strategically about how you might want to search for this in the future. If you are looking for information about hacking and you don't really care about the time frame, then you might find hacking here to be something that you would really like to see. And you'll notice as you start to read and pay attention and evaluate these resources that um, you might get suggested words from the articles themselves. This is that Wired article that I had already bookmarked, and you'll see that it has hacking in it. So you want to keep that pretty straightforward and think about how you might want to search for it later. As you build this up, this will help you filter. This is the filtering feature, and you can bring your items up through these tags over here without even going through this search. It's a really, really fantastic tool. And what you'll notice is as you go through and you have in your groups these posted resources, what you'll see is that your classmates, your cohort, as you are all posting these, you're going to create a really, really excellent, really rich set of supplementary resources. In ITGS, the IB requires you to have outside knowledge and to bring outside knowledge about current trends and technology into your writing, into your assessments, and into the case study in particular. So it's going to be really important for you to have a set of really great resources. Your textbook is really only an introductory textbook. It provides some basic information, some introduction to vocabulary, and gives some structure to your thoughts, but really a lot of this course is in the application. And in order to do that really well, you will need to have this kind of resource that will allow you to find information, to be able to articulate things that you know about the trends, things that you might find something that explains something that's really kind of abstract and complex, like say I was writing about secure socket layers, and one of my questions was, hey, how do transport socket layers differ from or improve on secure socket layers? So you might want to, I love to look for explainers. They're a really good way to get into a topic if you don't know a whole lot about it. And for technical issues, actually, you are going to find that the Wikipedia pages are a really excellent resource. I know that goes against everything every teacher has ever told you, but the Wikipedia resources on encryption and secure digital technology are really terrific. They're resource rich, and you'll find that the footnotes are really, really helpful. So you might want to look at that and follow some of these links to the different issues, especially when they're technical and abstract. For those of you who don't have a computer science background, this will be incredibly important. So I hope that you have gotten a little bit comfortable with the overall dashboard and view, and I want you to dive right in and start collecting bookmarks and sharing bookmarks and having online discussions, because that is really where the power of social bookmarking lies for you. And I am available to you in the library, by email, and by WeChat anytime. And if you have questions, you're not sure about how to move forward, just stop by and let me know, and I'll be happy to talk to you and help you really develop this amazing resource, which you will also really be looking at, or you should be looking at, for your extended essay as well. Can't wait to see the great things that you guys come up with, and I'm really excited about your journey through this really exciting class.